Alright, hello everybody and good evening. Am I coming through okay? I had to move the microphone just a little bit further away to make room for the flight stick, but hopefully you can be able to hear me. Alright, sweet. Where's my controller? They're a bit quiet. Well, yeah, it's angled differently, and like, hang on. Because it's not directly in front of my face, because I can't have the flight stick at any other place aside from in front of me, and it takes up a lot of room on the desk. So I have to move the microphone off to the side, but hopefully you can still hear me. Thing is, if I look to my laptop and try and read the chat, you probably won't be able to hear me because it's away from the it's at a different angle. I think combat probably drowned me out. Right, let's bring up the microphone then. Let's bring it back up to 10. How's that? Oh, and the thing's actually recognizing it as an Audio-Technica. That's surprising. Actually, I'm gonna check one quick thing while we do a sync. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Sound devices. No. Input and sound devices. Yeah, it's actually recognizing it as the Audio-Technica. There we go. No, this one still says USB audio, so I have no idea. Alright, well, if it's fine, it's fine. Synced. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, this is not my first playthrough of Ace Combat. This is actually a higher difficulty. In fact, the highest difficulty. I will be playing through this whole thing on Ace mode. And the big difference for that is, let's see, I've got the list here. It says damage taken. On Ace, most players will be lucky to survive one missile hit. It means if I get hit by probably one missile, I'm done for. I'd be lucky if I survive two. I think guns will probably tear me to shreds. Enemy planes, there's more of them, and they perform a lot better. I think they're more aggressive. They take more damage, and they will go after your ass. Nothing about additional objectives, I don't think, because I played through this on hard and nothing really changed. Enemies were notably harder, but I didn't have too much trouble. That's to say, well, yeah, I think this probably kick my ass though. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Return lines. There are some missions that will allow me to go through return lines and restock my ammo. The jet will not repair for that. It usually does, so you get a free health from that. That's no longer going to do that, so that's going to be interesting. I will note that I do have the DLC missions on this, which I did not play through before because I didn't have it by that time. And they actually do occur within a certain point in the campaign, so once I reach that, I'm going to stop progression on the main campaign and do those, kind of splice it in there. So I'm getting a different experience with this. No, that's not what I wanted. Crap! Why'd I hit continue? restart. That's what I wanted. Hardest difficulty designed for true aces cannot be changed partway through. I didn't even know you could change it.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you?
And I'll get into more details of how I'm going to be handling this.
A hell of a lot.
And yes, I will be doing this on the flight stick, obviously, so you might hear the desk kind of get bumped around a little bit.
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked.
My coffee's cold already.
That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue.
This music still gets me. I love it.
I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my best with this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Oh. Just in time to see her get shot down. Thank you, Mike, for the resub. 11 months, wow.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
What? How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Alrighty. So unlike my first run through this, I will not be limiting myself to just jets through the Navy. I will be using a whole lot more of, not all of these, mind you, and I won't be using these ones here. These are like DLC drone kind of jets. I won't be using those, and I won't be using this one because this one just was way overpowered. I'd like to challenge myself, so at the most, this all the way up. So, yeah, nothing, no DLC or unlocked jets, but everything else is open. There are some missions that I will do for certain specific things, stipulations. I won't be using some jets, I think probably like more than twice. I want to try and make all of these range, but at the same time have it be as suitable for the mission as possible. I think it's probably a few missions that I will use a certain aircraft or aircrafts. Notably, the F-14 I will be using for the first and last mission. Yes, I will be doing the last mission in the F-14. I'll be flying through the tunnel in this big hunk of junk. But I think there's... I'm trying to think of other ones that I could be able to use. I think most of the time it really depends on which squadron I'm in and the mission, because some of these have certain weapons. This sucker here I'll probably only use for 2 missions because it's just like way too overpowered, and it's more of a necessity rather than anything else. But yeah, we're gonna kick it off with my good old F-14. Let's get the Phoenix missiles on here. What are my stats? The skin I will be using skins as well. I did have like a whole bunch of alternate skins. I did find like there's certain planes you find in each mission. If you shoot them down, you unlock a skin. This is one of them for the F-14. I believe this is the Iraqi Air Force. Is it Iraq or Iran? I think it's Iranian Air Force, because they use F-14 Tomcats. But we're gonna go with the homeboys here. This is actually a local squadron here in Virginia. This is the Jolly Rogers. How many parts here? Okay, so speed, durability, Queen's Custom. I think that'll probably work for now. And I pretty much have like the vast majority of the parts I think the only thing I'm missing is all like multiplayer stuff.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
And watch me actually get shot down in this. All my credibility of being a good pilot is just gonna be completely like discounted in this first mission.
Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Knees, so they're keeping this thing from
Do me a favor and get that bird
moving
to
the
the
table
airbase
around.
center.
Apologies for the noise.
Altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper.
Alright, that took him out in one.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
There you are.
They're way overhead.
Should I do this whole thing in a cockpit mode? No.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2,
He's flying
target's in
circles
range.
around me.
Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. I got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Mage 2, target down. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2
Nope,
bandits.
don't stall.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Hello there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
What's going on behind you? I got him.
Fox 3. Fox 3. Golem. Mage. 2 new enemy groups.
HQ, attention all combat groups.
Got him.
Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs? I can't tell them apart.
Mage 2. Walking.
It's still alive?
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
objective targets.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Yeah, they got him.
Roger that.
I'm not being tailed, so.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire!
Bomber is down. Target is hit. One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done.
They bug
All
out.
bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Gollum 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Hang on, that one's not marked. A straggler?
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read.
I just kind of went for the bombers. I don't know if that would get me an S rank.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Hey, S rank. Nice. It's a good warm-up. I didn't think I would, because I didn't shoot down many of the escort MiGs.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II,
After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usha was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
They didn't even give her a warning. It was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot you down too.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Yeah, you're not gonna get far with a bum leg.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
In other words, drones. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's go with the F-16 on this one. Air-to-airs, bombs. That's a proxies missile with all the bombs. Alright, those are going to be constant for all my planes we got here. No. We got 10. Let's say have more. No. Yes. Oh yeah, there's a lot of clouds in this, definitely. Alright, let's get something for my missiles. Move up against drones. Here we go. We'll use this. Still need to get Mike with us to get Gallahorn. Actually, yeah, we do. On that subject, Mike, what's your power at? Because I think the minimum for that was 1310, if I remember correctly. Yeah, did you get the 30th anniversary? Because you can't be able to do that dungeon without it. I think the only thing you can be able to do is the Dares of Eternity, that little like game show with Zur. How long is it going for? I think it's permanent. I didn't hear anything about a date for it to end. Either permanent or at least until the end of the season. Let's go fancy.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
But yeah, Chicken and I managed to get through, I think, about like halfway through the dungeon. Didn't really have that much problem. It's actually really fun compared to like other dungeons.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. but HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
We can, yeah.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
No, you're supposed to say tally. Bombs away.
Mage 2, target down.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! Shit, where are the damn interceptors? It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
Oh, I just used a bomb for an APC.
Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down.
Missile.
Okay, recruits.
Missile.
Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast. Base is too far from Allied territory.
Mage 2 locked.
Target lock. Firing.
Missile.
Trigger, there's 1 more to go. First 6 enemies. Some are really good. Missile! Evading!
Missile connected.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too. We aim over clear ground. School 3, you have to bail out now.
Lower 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. Element 1, box 2. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Enemy transport to taxi.
Mage 2, vehicle destroyed.
So I can take out the C-17s.
Nowhere to hide. Evading. No, they're not linked with the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Enemy on your rear. Here's some feedback from those idiots. Write your manual. You can't understand.
Missile launched. Ground target destroyed.
Enemies travel the wrong way, so they're trying to hit this quickly.
Mage 2 bombs away.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
All right, this base is worth destroying. 5 targets remaining.
There's an enemy on your tail. Break! Break!
Oh, jeez.
Huh? Keep your mind focused.
4 targets remaining.
All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying? Radar lock acquired. Evading!
3 targets remaining.
Where are you? Whoa, what was that? Let's run into my wingman.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look,
Probably.
they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it. We're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Fox 2.
Stay in there, stay in there, stay in there.
Bandits are in the clouds. Missile inbound. Evade. Caution, enemy on your tail.
Chaff and flares launched.
There we go.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get up glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go. Behind target and ready to attack.
Missed.
God, I can't see him.
Squadron, surround him.
Fox 2. Missile evaded. Don't ice up in there.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt.
Nope, 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 nope.
Don't try to read their movements.
Watch out. Enemy has a locker.
Come on, it's right there.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Page 2. Missile away.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more. Missed.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Oh, come on.
Missile evaded.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger. The wings are raised up.
I'm out of missiles. Shit.
Targeting gun range.
I've maneuvered behind the enemy.
Ah, I didn't have lock.
Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take you down one at a time.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
If you didn't run for it, I probably wouldn't have
No
gotten him.
casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
I just noticed Trigger's logos on the side of the plane.
But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians.
I thought it was just on the default skins.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Okay. I'm happy with an A rank. I think probably because I just took too long trying to chase down those drones. Oh boy.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Alright, I need to handle this one smartly. Let's do an F-15. What's the weapons on this one? Suppressions, air-to-airs, okay. Laser. Probably air-to-airs. High capacity. No, that's for singular targets. Semi-active. Quick maneuver. Oh, 6 target. There we go. That's bombs, and that's also a laser. We'll go with this one. We'll go with the Strike Eagle. Missile load, definitely. For both. Because I am definitely going to need it. Stealth detection. Go. Is there many clouds? I don't think there is. Do that one. What we got here? Arusia. No, special skin. What's a special skin for this? Oh, just like a desert camo. Guardia or Garda. It's all black. Go with special skin.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
I don't remember if this one has the mid-air refueling or not, because I know one of these had me take off on a carrier. Oh, yep.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Let's see how well I can be able to do this.
Trigger, maintain your current approach. 15. Excellent work, Trigger.
Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet, wild, and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Mage 2, bandit down. Excellent work.
Ooh.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Ooh, that was close.
3 remaining.
Okay, I'm right behind you.
1 remaining. Mage 2, missile away. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat. Crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better. Missile incoming! Evade!
Shit!
Wait, what the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Sorry for bumping the microphone. I forgot the missiles come at me. And now the pendulum has swung.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. And there's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Break, now!
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Find your own target. Look at that light from the Arsenal bird.
I can't read the Arsenal bird.
The UAV movements not go sideways, but a machine can be outsmarted.
There's one down. Hey! They can't get a lock. This one's Chosen one. Check 6. Commander. Got me!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. How are we supposed to
Status?
Gotta find the situation.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Page 2,
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit!
Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile!
Stubborn bastard. Take them all down.
Another friendly!
Skeleton 3 is lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
I should not be this close to the Arsenal bird. Nope. Back up.
Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
I'm breaking it up!
Skeleton 2 lost.
We got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. Ignorant earlier, more of us would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
Wilco, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and call your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
No, no, come on. Don't stall on me.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
God, I can't shoot any of these ones down.
Bandit is in my sights. I have one of my 6. Damn it. Not on my watch.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat. Mage 2, locked.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandage. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile! Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. Its magic needs to remove.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Yeah, that's her up in the upper right.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
Detonate. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off.
Missile incoming!
Box 2, Box 2.
Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of France.
Get your asses out.
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
He's head to head.
Missile did not connect.
Does Main Squadron still have their hotshot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Golem and Mage, we owe you a debt.
Oh, there's so many circles around me.
Mage 2, UAV down. An ally's hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move. They're ours.
Yowza! Target destruction confirmed.
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
There we go.
Oh, good job, Mage 2. Want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak can eat.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay.
Damn it.
We owe him one. Mage 1, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him? Mage 1, launch missile.
Missile launched.
That's it, baby. Come to Poppy.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
So I actually have tried to see if I could be able to at least save her, and you can't. You can be able to shoot at the jet that's chasing her, but you can't really do any damage. If you ignore all the targets and just go straight to that corner, you can see her get shot down.
2 miles to runway. Page 2, lower speed. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. 1 mile to runway. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
I need to keep telling myself to blink.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Okay. I'll take an A.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian princess rallying her people on the Arusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, burn Osea down. No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osea's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger.
Voluntold. Got
After
it.
you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Alright, let's see how hard this one is. I keep using an F-15. What's the weapons in this? Long range air. Oh, ship missiles. Okay. I like the description for this. High-speed air-to-air missiles that make mincemeat of slow-witted targets. There's only 20 of these. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Yeah, we'll use this one. We'll go with the full target air-to-airs. What parts do I have on here? Usual 4 missiles. Reload. Okay. Load limit. I mean, that's not a huge margin. Not many clouds. This one though, going to need that. And yeah, That should be good. Let's see. Pixie. Patriot. It's my special skin. I don't recognize this one. I'll just go with the Mage Squadron skin.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Rescue. Heavy emphasis on rescue.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
Silent protagonist.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is
looks
also
mostly the
forbidden.
same.
Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
What makes you think I'm not?
Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
I feel like I'm going to regret making this decision. Oh yeah, that's actually a lot narrower than how it was before.
progress, Trigger.
That gap used to be a lot wider.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTD going home. We're on high alert. Send up interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug.
Oh, the wind. Oh, oh.
We've been spotted.
Damn it!
Abort mission. Sea Goblin and back. Evacuate now.
Enemy fighter presence confirmed. Requesting response.
Okay, don't take that shortcut.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Situation normal. Outside it.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
They just had to put the sun glare on the water right where the radar
Been a
is.
long fight, but you're nearly home.
RTD going home.
Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remain a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Alright, I'm not going for that other shortcut. That's just stupid. I don't remember ever seeing that. Okay, we're in the clear.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
Missile.
Break! Missile incoming!
Oh, that didn't hit?
H2, target destroyed.
Oh, jeez.
H2, locking. H2, target down. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here.
Missile.
All squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before then. Half of the anti-air guns down.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Target is in range of guns. H2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point site. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin here. We'll have to meet them 25 minutes.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container! Missile, hurry!
Enemy on your tail.
Yeah, H2 destroyed the target. Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
All survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
We're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover.
UAV confirmed down.
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was not all Barrack!
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn.
Come and get me.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Golem Squadron, let's take it up a notch, okay?
We found an Erusian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
Locked on landing.
It'll do.
Flared. God dang it.
Mage 2, bandit on your tail. Box 2. Missile in the air, evade now!
3 remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information to the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with.
Attack missed.
Fox 2. Mage 2 splashed a bandit.
Is there one behind me?
Mage 2 locked. 1 remaining.
Mage 2, enemy has a lock on you.
There's too many. We can't take all of them.
Oh yeah, all mine.
Target is in range of guns.
Come on. Flying circles around me.
Mage 2 splashed a
All
bandit.
UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling wasn't spend this night.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Mage 2, missile launch. Mage 2, locked. Enemy UAV down. Keep up the good work.
Roger. Orders are to fire warnings.
Box 2.
Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no
Roger. Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed?
The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
One hit was scored. The rest was attempted by UAV. The elevator's wind break took a crash. Nothing more.
Roger, continue to maintain air superiority.
Target lock. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Shit, where is it?
Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Locked. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here.
Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport. UAVs launching from Arsenal Bird.
Mate 2! Mate 2!
Oh my god. Mother Goose 1's been shot down.
I didn't do that.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
Not my fault. Someone put a president in my way.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
A rank for accidentally killing the president.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Osean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
I was framed!
My dad died flying for the Osean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard.
So what would have been if it was an S rank?
He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
I'd be happy if you just talked to me. I might, what?
Alright guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tag name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Osean Air Force Base 444th Squadron.
I may or may not have accidentally killed the president.
Is just some symbolic bullshit.
And now I'm in a prison squadron.
It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Penal.
Wonder how many will lose today. Better than solitary. Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers, but what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Alright, here's where we have a little fun with our choice of aircraft. Let's put some context into this, So, you got a new guy here, FNG. You're not gonna give him some like real nice looking fancy aircraft. You want to give him the oldest piece of junk that you have available, and we got two. We got the MiG-21 here, or we could go for the F-104 right here. Not the best aircraft, especially for Ace. Which of these two do you think I should run with? Use a crop duster. They don't have crop dusters in this. Actually, hold on, what does this one have? Machine gun pod, rocket launcher, and semi-active. Okay, so I have to keep the crosshairs on it for that thing to actually take. This one has high-powered air-to-airs, guided rockets, and also semi-active. 0 out of 10 for lack of crop dusters. Define special strange. Alright, so yeah, what do you think? F-104 or the MiG-21? Use the fighter mode? Sadly, no. I wish we could. That'd be awesome. F-104. The car on road. Oh yeah, the Buick. Strange, but that thing was like still overpowered because it was using the V-wing. Because you have freaking cluster missiles on that thing. Yeah, and CCs. I want to get back to playing Gundam again. Oh yeah, that's right. I should add that to Friday Free Play. Alright, so maneuverability, bulletproof tank. Okay, we got those. Missiles. Special missiles. Okay, we're good. What do we got here? That's not going to do me much for semi-active radar. I would say something that will keep me alive. Okay, we got that. Not gonna be spending much time in the clouds. Surface collisions. I think for Ace mode, if you so much as touch the ground, you're screwed. No. Alright, we'll use this one. Let's see what we got for... oh, I never got this fancy skin for this one. Spare squadron.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Look how small it is.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8. Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Look how small it is.
Trigger your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back.
If he makes it back,
You land your asses.
Camp's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? Yeah! This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. You got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes. One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
Oh, jeez. Okay. We're okay. I think probably because of the parts I added on there, I'm able to take the hits, but I do not want to get hit.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
Go, come on!
Forces concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? So that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke!
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKinsey. Damn it. Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're clear to engage. Show no mercy.
Fucking finally.
After we face the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill after it starts? This is the first. Counts going. I decide and you die. All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Okay, one missile takes him down, so we're good.
Missed. Bingo. Direct hit.
Yeah.
15 bandits splashed. Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them. Righto. A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Fox 2. Head to the next target. Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We're losing escorts! Hurry up! Finish the job and let's get out! No, my brother is killed! We cut out! We can't break away! We can't! Lost all of them! Where the hell are we out of here?
Do you really think they can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
Woo. Screw these guys. You are not the objective.
Got all dressed up for nothing.
Missile.
And support. All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer.
Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival.
Do not jinx me.
Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back. Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Demon.
Trigger again. Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these seats used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway?
I don't know what her problem is. I feel like she's loyalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them.
That was dumb luck, tabloid. Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining. The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for a moment. 2 targets remaining.
Why in the world would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. Now the paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
1 bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first served.
What the hell is it?
I'm spiked. Requesting assistance.
Ah!
Enemy on my 6.
There you are.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
My goddamn job.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah. Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron.
We got chance playing. Can you make
Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
Get the fuck out of here.
Just checking.
Bye.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. 2 miles to go. Lower your nose. You're too high.
Wait, it's over here? You kidding me?
1 mile to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
There we go. Like a glove.
That plane is worth more than your life. Show some respect.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off.
Yeah, what? Talking about the plane? Plane's a hunk of junk.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Well, that's me. Oh, I got an S rank for that. Nice.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about.
That's not creepy at all.
I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures.
That means super murder.
Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they say I have no idea what they're saying to me.
So are you saying Brownie was this world's version of Kayla?
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji.
I love this.
His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger.
I wonder who that was.
The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit.
Princess
Her
Angela,
face was
Princess
so
Luisa,
expressive.
Francesca, Banana Fan.
It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head
the plane
for the base
rolls a
of the
one.
desert region of Aloha to the northwest.
Dozes off.
Second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Like aircraft repairs are a thing for Ace. Pilot checked my campaign. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in the Hailstorm special in this one. Let's see, 4 target AGMs, rocket launchers. Yeah, we'll go with the AGMs. Tank. Missile. Okay, now limit. What else we got here? Got everything? Yeah. Alright, that's good enough. I mean, it's camo, but not the right camo considering we're going into a desert canyon. This is a bird, boat, like a pelican, but can never fly, just boat stuff. What? This is height of my knowledge of these metal birds. Boat. So Kayla isn't here. So glad Kayla is here.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
This is my plane, and it goes brrrr. I'll try not to wreck this one, chicken.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours.
Nope, nope, nope. That's too low to stall. I want to crash this thing.
That join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, what are we supposed to do? I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo?
Was that last?
Back. Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys. Let's be honest here. Irregulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off? You're gonna wish this mission never ended. Looks like Bad Dog's
There
finally
you go,
coming
Mike.
around.
Gas tanks.
Scratch one hostile. That was fast. Keep up the good work. Righto. Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead. You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day. The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count? Trigger's the one who did most of the work. Why are you so proud of that, full band? The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target. You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Spare 15, target destroyed. Spare 15, missile away. Spare 15, bandit is down. They're after me. Chaff and flares deployed. Confirmed kill on AA gun.
Turn and burn! Missile headed for you!
Oh, Jesus! Really? Fucking Harrier's not even that maneuverable.
They can't even approach us.
Spare 15, missile away. Incoming missile, breaking. Target was not hit.
Screw it. I'm going back to the ground targets.
Hostile has a lock. Trigger eliminated target. Maybe if we had some anti-surface weaponry. In gun range. AA gun down.
Missile coming at you! Move it!
AA gun down.
These guys creep me out. What's with the scratches on their tails?
Enemy has a lock on you. Spare 15 locked on. Sam down. Damn enemy hiding in a place like this. They can always make themselves easier to hit.
Yes, I'm using the A10. What of it?
Base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something
These are all ground targets, not like I'm gonna be doing a lot of dogfighting against these things.
where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet.
is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access. Trigger's destroyed all the trucks. This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
And here come the drones.
They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Oh, where is it?
Calm down. Just obstacles in the way. Don't forget your original mission.
Bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The murderer's done it again. Gonna have to rethink the odds. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? The units are just pawns. They're lying son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
Ooh, that was close.
The anti-air guns are hit hard. Our air defense capabilities are compromised. Just grab whatever you can and return fire.
Is Trigger still alive?
Box 2. Vehicle down.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
High roller missile, shake it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! High roller missile, another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down. Take out anti-air
around here
weapons
somewhere.
that get in the way.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
What happens to a bet when the banker's out? Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Don't try this at home.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit. My aircraft.
This is a good fight. You wanna lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try and stop it.
Trigger crashed. Truly idiot.
I'm getting behind Trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows who played your numbers.
Locked. Engage or face punishment.
Wrap it away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for
That was
this.
a real challenge.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all.
5 minutes remaining.
The enemy's gonna lock!
Spare 15, watch your tail. Spare 15, launching missile.
Come on.
Hostile has a lock.
Spare 6, box 2.
Stop flying circles around me, you jackhole.
Locked on bandit. Missed.
This one. God, stop it.
Missile! Too low and you'll get fired from the ground.
Chaff and flares at 0.
Trigger, behind you! Behind you! Not too much trouble this mission, I'm afraid. Yeah, charge destroyed.
Spare 15, locked. Tank destroyed.
Ah! Shit.
Hostile has a lock.
after me.
APC down.
Okay, they're tailing me.
Trigger, he's got a lock.
There we go.
3 minutes remaining. You take care of the surface target. Tabloid, missile. Box 2. Missile evaded. Hostile on your tail.
Damn it. Ooh.
You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you
Convenient that
still
the
have
ace shows up there.
Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise. No missiles left.
Up.
Spare 15th and another. That's 3.
Trigger, he's got a lock.
Missile, evading. Attack failed.
2 minutes remaining.
If you keep flying straight, you'll get hit.
Hostile has a lock.
I still got guns. I'm gonna get a good beat on them.
Trigger, hostile behind you. Missile evading.
There we go.
Nice job, Trigger. That's 5. I've shot down 6.
Bullshit. You're still on 2.
Hey, are you sure your radar's working right?
Hostile has a lock. Missile inbound. Evade. 1 minute remaining.
It's still behind me.
If only I could find a radio to lift my spirits.
Spare 15 locked. In gun range.
This is Spare 11. Launching missile. Damn, these guys are agile. 7 down. That's more than an ace.
Okay, you've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born.
Something's going on with
You
Twitch.
guys get a pass.
I haven't
Damn
lost
right.
any frames. Well, I lost a little bit, but not a whole lot.
In solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nut job would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
Just dump all the Gatling ammo.
Some welcome.
I haven't had any problem with losing frames outside of not being able to. I don't know. Outside of the problem I had before, where like the stream would cut out at the very beginning, I haven't really had any like serious issues.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them.
That wasn't me. I used up all my ammo. I'll take an A. Let's go ahead and do one more. Been doing all right. I haven't really had like I know I wasn't feeling well before, a couple days ago, but it's kind of like
I've received a medal for my ingenuity.
It's kind of mellowed out some. So.
But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed.
They were checking out Stonehenge.
The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger.
That'll be a fun one to do.
And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Not that. No, not one of these. Let's see. Mirage. What's the one on this one? No, not bombs. Probably not air to air. Definitely not that. Rafale. No. Not long range. No, not AGMs. High capacity. I want something with more maneuverability. No, not that. Not nearly that. Oh, there we go. Prox fuse. One choice there. Definitely not that one. Maybe MiG? Air to air, air to ground, high power. Poor homing would be. Okay, no, not that one. I need maneuverability. Long range, semi-active. No. My aim is terrible to be able to use these effectively. Oh, you've seen me use the F-14 Tomcat already, but I'm trying to like choose a wider range, but at the same time not use some overpowered jet just yet. I just rhymed. Probably not the Sukhoi 30s until later. Yeah. What was it? I think it was the Gripen that had the... Yeah. Okay, so go with this one. Alright, maneuverability, bulletproof tank. Let's see, not... there we go. More. Homing capabilities, definitely. Fence jammer. Okay, we got the icing on here. At the end of this game, I got the F-22. Yeah, I'm trying to not use like the high-level jets. Like, I'll only use the F-22 for probably 2 missions, and I'm not even gonna touch the drone, these 3 or the Wyvern. I'm not gonna use that at all. I probably might start using the Sukhois once I get into Strider Squadron. But but yeah, we'll stick with the Gripen.
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Legendary A10 run. Not against Soul Squadron. I mean, that would be fun. It'd be an interesting, interesting challenge. Definitely not the Jones. I'm not going to do the last mission in the A10.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry.
Oh yeah, this one had the porn music in it. I remember that.
You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Actually, I'm just gonna go for the targets.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guarddog.
Missile.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Fly between those rocks and this wind?
Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Missile.
God, it's behind the frickin' rock.
Spare 15, missile away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusea?
They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know.
You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe?
There's only so much I can find out.
Enough talk.
Fire! They have nowhere to run!
You guys are on an open channel.
Missile. Missile.
Destruction of target facility confirmed.
That cheers me up.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the General Staff Office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto.
I've never flown this close to a mountain.
Enemy is locked on.
Oh god, the wind.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Thunderclouds are common this time of year.
Radar facilities are silent, but those SAM sites are still a threat. Eliminate them.
Missile.
Missile inbound.
Missile.
Evade. Missile away.
Missile. Missile.
Chris, below me and clouds above.
There we go.
This is a joke. It has to be.
I want to send Erusians to hell, but I sure enjoyed them.
All targets destroyed. No complaints here.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
This is not gonna be fun.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work, friend Thomas.
Enemy's got a lock.
Alright, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Cyclops 3, watch your ass.
Locked on target.
Oh, really?
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar.
Nope. I'm getting above these clouds.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Trigger just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking.
Son of a bitch.
Cyclops 4, hostile behind you.
Missile away. Target was not hit.
Missile headed for Cyclops 2.
Quick lining and finish them off.
Ah!
UAV down.
Vandal, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
Come on.
Enemy has a lock on.
Shit.
Missile in the air, evading.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass.
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day in the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. Wiseman 444 Squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Roger.
Oop.
Missile inbound.
More to go.
Enemy on me.
UAV destroyed.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Cyclops 3, evade that missile! Cyclops 3, evade! Missile incoming! Cyclops 3, check your 6!
Trigger's holding up.
Shit.
We got our hands full.
Where the hell is he?
Whoa! Locked on bandit.
There we go.
That sweet tail is mine.
Cyclops 3, watch your tail!
Cyclops 3, missile in the air.
Cyclops 3, break! Missile inbound!
God, shit. Damn it. Where is he?
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. Make it if you don't panic.
Cyclops 3 is taking fire! We're not gonna last much longer unless you support us properly.
Really?
Cyclops 2, watch your 6!
Screw it. I'm using this one.
Cyclops 1, break, break.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Damn it!
Objective lost. I told you not to let any get shot down.
God, that one could not get a beat on.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
It's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 is
One will
broken
take
through
it.
the thunderclouds.
Where's the
Nice
other one?
work for a dumbass.
missed it by that much.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes.
One special missile taken down. I don't want to use all of them. I need to be high.
Line between bravery and stupidity.
Thanks. I owe you.
All right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Ah, shit.
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds.
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
They don't even have time to check radar. Missile closing. Break it.
UAV down.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Break it off.
Got one that's tailing on us.
There are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass!
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day at the office.
Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass? Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off. Jake, look after the survivors.
Enemy on me!
Roger.
Missile, don't let it touch you!
4 to go.
Where's it?
Cyclops 2, missile inbound. Cyclops 3, watch your tail.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go.
What the hell is he hiding?
Finally got some good guys in support. Looks like
I'm sorry, what?
got everyone's backs. Cyclops 3, check your 6. Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
You guys saw that, right?
Our job is to watch the airspace. Yours is to get the hell out of there. Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Just to a thundercloud without even blinking. We got that break. Cyclops 3, break! Missile inbound! Cyclops 3 has broken off. Band dog, it's just me and 1 more to go.
Spare 15, you're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil, Count. Don't make me laugh.
What's tailing the guy?
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear!
Not letting a damn robot shoot me down.
There we go.
Someone hurry up and rescue our hapless regulars. Locked on, bandit.
This is Band Dog. Spare 15 will deal with the drones.
Really?
444. No, that one bird is doing all the work. We'd be losing more men if it weren't for him.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Quit whining and finish them off.
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Cyclops 1, missile!
Spare 15 locked on.
There we go.
Spare 15 bandit splashed. Maintain your element. Go at it in pairs.
Cyclops 1 is hit!
Not hit, but still functional.
Damn it. One more.
UAV's retreating. Let's go. Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, Champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it.
Spare 8, no dogfighting.
Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
He shot down Champ. He was toying with him. Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Blast them with 444's craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element and take out the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tampa bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soldier Soul 3, they've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
You looking at King?
Don't call me that.
While you're in there.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status?
My status? Well, I'm feeling a little excited.
Go get him.
Soul 1, going to assist.
Your job's and I'll be mine.
Wiseman, you see that color? It's flying.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane. Bandits in the clouds. Chase him down. You've got this.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, he'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking out the orange guy?
Just one's taken on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Soul 1, this is Soul 2.
My status is fine. Do not interfere.
Soul 1, the clouds are moving in. Let's return to base.
Affirmative.
Damn it.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
I was hoping to get more hits on him.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will we be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
I'm surprised I managed to blink through all of that.
You have permission to land. You made it this far. Don't screw up now.
I'm actually lined up for once.
2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1 mile to go. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. are down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
Hey.
Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
To be fair, the lightning struck me.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
It's gonna give me a debrief, and then we'll call it. See how well I did. Probably not that well considering I crashed once and failed once.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
You're gonna give me an A after all that? Alright, we'll go ahead and stop here. We'll pick this up again next Wednesday. Whew. Progress. I think that's probably a third of the way. Let's see where we're at. Alright, we're here at first contact. We got the... Okay, we're about a fourth of the way. And that's including the 3 DLC missions, so yeah. We'll pick this up again next Wednesday. Once again, no streams next Friday or the following Friday, because that's obviously Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So for the time being, it's just going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday and Tuesdays will continue to be Chrono Trigger until completion, and then Wednesday will be more of Ace Combat 7, the Danger Zone run. And yeah, I will note that this is actually the first of several second run Let's Plays that I will be doing. Some of them you might have heard me mention. Things include like Ghost of Tsushima, the Kurosawa run. However, that won't be until I eventually get the PS5 version of the game, because I want to do it on there. There are others, including the Resident Evil 3 Nightmare run. What else is there? There's also 2 more Metroid games, because I'm going to be going through Samus Returns on Fusion mode, as well as Metroid Dread on hard mode, and try and get through that as I guess it won't be a speed, well, I guess it would be a speed run, not a world record speed run, but I'm trying to see how fast I'll be able to do it. And then have I done the DLC? No, I have not gotten the DLC for it. That will be a separate Let's Play in and of itself, the whole Iki Island chapter. I still need to get that, but I will be doing a stream of that. What am I'm missing some. Oh yeah, on the subject of challenging Let's Plays, I will be as well as kind of like a second playthrough. I believe I mentioned this a while back, especially after actually finished it. I do actually plan on revisiting Sekiro. I'm gonna do the New Game Plus and go for the Shura ending on that one. And this wouldn't be for the coming future. However, this was a kind of an idea that I did plan on doing for quite a while, and I didn't think I would be able to do it because one of the games was actually an arcade game. But now that I have the Switch, the opportunity actually has presented itself to me because it's actually on there. You can be able to play it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know that there will be another series added to this like extensive backlog of mine, but this one I've been letting marinate on this one because it's one of the more popular. Well, I can't say it's nowhere near as popular as, like, say, Mario or Zelda, but it's definitely a Nintendo franchise. I'll be bringing back Jon-El Versus, and it'll be the entire Punch-Out series. It's gonna first one will be the arcade game, and then the NES game, not the one on the Switch, because the one on the Switch is not. It's Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream. The one I'll be doing is the emulated of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and then we'll be doing Super Punch-Out, and we'll finish it off with Punch-Out Wii. But backlog wouldn't be so long if you didn't do so many revisits. Well, hey, I play what I like. All right. But yeah, we've also got BioShock, Mass Effect, Dead Space in there as well into that mix, and we got the rest of Metal Gear Solid to do. So yeah, that'll be a nice little thing to do. But I won't add Punch-Out just yet. I want to get through some other ones first. So because we've still got Aliens, Fireteam Elite to get through. What else am I missing? Let me check the wheel I've got here. And in between those streams, I've obviously got the rest of the Avengers. I mean, it's a lot, but I mean, I do get through them pretty quickly. I mean, aside from times where I'm not feeling good or if my internet's acting up, I actually maintain a pretty good schedule on everything. Let's see. We got Retro Knights, BioShock, Metal Gear Solid, Aliens, Dead Space. Oh yeah, Super Mario Odyssey. That's the next Switch game I got on there. And I'll probably replace the in place of the Ace Combat spot. We'll go ahead and put in Resident Evil 3 Nightmare Run on there, because that's one that I did not. I've been holding off for quite a while, and might as well go ahead and get that taken care of. That is a good point, but it's more of not so much planned. The games I do have on planned right now are ones that I actually have, so they're obviously going to be they're on the list, they're on the wheel. Games that aren't coming out, I'm not. Well, I don't even know what's because there's a whole lot that I like. I know they're coming out. I don't know the exact release date. I think off the top of my head, I can only think of like Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Sifu. I think the remake of Knights of the Old Republic. Whichever. Hold on, what was the other one that I was? Not to mention a good amount of those games are going to be on a PS5. So I couldn't even do those because I don't have a PS5 yet. But anyways, where is my keyboard? Seafood comes out in February. Okay. Horizon Forbidden West comes out. God of War. Yeah, those are games I would probably save for PS5. However, games like Horizon, I would prefer to play the first game first. But that is also a very long game, and I didn't really plan on doing that one anyways. God of War, I was kind of on the fence about, but since we've got Mass Effect, since we've got Bioshock, we've got Dead Space in there, I'm just going to set those aside for now. Because I already had these planned, so. It's not super long. Yeah. I want to get through these other ones first. Anyways, first link will take you to the Lazy Streamers Discord. If you haven't joined us there, come hang out with us. Come be lazy with us. There you can be able to find other streamers such as the Bat Gwyn, Oh Hey Mike K, Gumdolph, Shadow Knight, along with others like 98 Tough Love, Cat Daddy, Warwick Zero, Gwen Aaron, and many, many others. And the second link will take you to the sister site for this channel, which I did update some. There you can be able to find more information on other upcoming streams, as well as my archive, which I have updated, although I do need to clear up some more of the playlists, because I know some of them weren't added in there just yet. And if you got any burning questions, comments, or complaints that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions you might have for me for future Let's Plays or Retro Nights, head on over to the contact page and shoot them out to me over there. And I believe I mentioned this as well. Next year I will be including Friday free plays, and they'll all also be on a wheel as well. I do need to add that Gundam game on there, but yeah, lots of things to do, lots of choices. Nice for you to nice to know that I won't have anything to play. Quite the opposite. But anyways, you guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Monday. If you have a chance, go see Spider-Man. Hopefully I can be able to see it this weekend. Please no spoilers. But until next time, take care. Love and hype. Life is good. Good night, everyone.